Hello everyone, welcome to the servicing of my Vauxhall Astra J GTC. It's a bit finicky doing this, especially on floor and jack stands, but I'll be able to show you what to do. But like I say, some of the stuff's quite hard to reach. I get car chocked up, make sure it can't roll back, and then we loosen up the wheel nuts. So, wheel nuts loosened, car's jacked up, axle stand underneath for extra support. I'll start to take the wheel off. Moving on now to the fuel filter. Undo the middle part with a screwdriver and let that drain out the water, and in this case a diesel, it's a 2 litre diesel. Let it drain out into a bucket, and once that's fully drained, we'll then remove that and take the filter out from inside. Takes a little bit of time, you just gotta be patient and wait for it to stop dripping. Don't take nowhere near as long as oil does, you'll see that in a bit. I've tried to cut it out so it's not as boring for you. At this point I think I realise it's going to take far too long, and I cut the video in a few seconds and come back once it's done. This is positioned, by the way, on the driver's side, just in front of the rear wheel. There we go, stop dripping now. Now we remove the cap. As you can see, that's the cap, and the fuel filter is out. And then you're going to want to pull off the O-ring, what stays behind, and put in the cap, the filter, sorry. The O-ring goes in this outer groove. I'll show you in a minute. And I'll show you a picture, I believe, where the seal goes afterwards. But yeah, it sits just in that fatter groove there. If you miss that, you'll get a fuel leak. New filter installed, inserted into the cap. New seal installed, ready for the fuel filter to go in. And then all done up nice and tight. Now moving on from here, as you can see, when I've lowered my tray for undercarriage at car, I've actually picked up a bit of a substantial oil leak coming from gearbox where it meets the engine. So suspect a main seal leak there, but I'm not going to be able to address that until I have my clutch done. So sadly, I was going to have to let that get messy, I'm afraid. Like I said, I don't have a lift or anything, any work what I do. It's just off jack stands, and to be fair, clutch getting done will be someone else doing it for me, I believe. But yeah, underneath now, set up with oil catch can underneath, just resting on tray. And I put a torque wrench underneath it. And that's where your oil filter is situated, just behind the driver's wheel, front wheel. I like to use a cardboard cutout and rest it along your axle like this, with a bucket underneath to catch oil, otherwise you'll make an almighty mess. So oil runs down cardboard, down into a bucket, and it just saves you from a big mess. That's finished dripping. New oil filter in, new O-ring down at the bottom there. Lubricated it with a little bit of new oil. You can't preload this filter because obviously it's going in on an angle, so again, you just make a mess. And that's job done. New oil filter in. Now to underside, undo plug slightly and just let it drip out. This takes ages. It's, like I said, there's no room. So you just got to be patient and wait, and 20 minutes or so, you're good to go. But play a game on your phone or something while you're waiting for this, or tackle another job in the meantime. If I had more buckets, I could have maybe set this going and done something else. That's your new sump plug and washer, but make sure you replace them each time. I clearly need some new tyres and some tracking work done. Oil finished, wheel back on. And now up top, I believe, I do my my air filter. Moving on onto air filter now. Undo these tabs, take them off just to make it a bit easier, moving top out of the way. You don't want to damage or snap any of these wires, get you some false readings on your air intake. But yeah, undo these tabs, and then take out the screws surrounding the air filter housing. One tab removed. Now, undo all the screws, off the top comes, and put your new filter in after giving it a hoover out. Make sure you put filter in the right direction, which I didn't do, so I had to just turn it round, and then you'll see it slots straight in. Only thing I don't do on this video is I don't do the cabin filter. I did that last time, but I only do that every 2 services. That's behind your glove box in the car. But yeah, air filter housing back together, tabs back reinstalled, and a job done. Thanks for watching the video. Like I said, this is my car. It's my Vauxhall Astra GTC, 2 litre diesel. I've had it from nearly new, 4,000 miles it had when I bought it, and when just as of now, just hit 144,000, and it's still on its original clutch, so it's going strong. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps you.